could do on Icebox on one of their worst maps. What can they do here? How are they going to bounce back? And it starts with a pistol.
It certainly does. So, see Lev on the defending side. Heretics. Easy Tiger on the attack. At the end,
so low, 1 HP on Mazzino.
Mazzino is still alive though, and there's still 4 players. Now 3, as you can see Mazzino backing away, but they've already got C control. Ooh, Tex, nice try, but still, Cypher's theirs.
Between Tex and Benji in that first map of Icebox, the Sentinels trying to overstay their welcome, go down early. Right now, it's going to be a 5 versus 4 post plant for Team Heretics. They love these situations. Rians has that space waiting for that flank, but it's not coming in. So good setup here. It's going to be mainly through Waterfall, but they have that breach set up. Mazzino at that revolving door to create some sort of pressure, but it's going to be so difficult to break through, even with a 3-prong attack here.
Yeah, you can see the kind of
C's
stability
nade
being found. C's nade. Didn't get the value they were expecting. The Horn's very good though, and that does spur on Leviathan, but time is ticking. And there's just so many bodies in their way, there's not enough time for Aspas to do this. A valiant attempt, but Heretics hold firm.
Very heavy stack towards A.
Yeah.
Breach in a position to get a really good stun line off. It's going to secure them the space, but they're not going to get any kills with this. Team Heretics eyeing up that C site again. Spread default, waiting to see what sort of aggression comes in from Lev. Didn't really overextend at all on that Icebox in terms of pushing through places. Maybe getting a little bit of a contain. Rian's down to 5 HP though.
Living the life Mazzino had to deal with. Oh! That was like a heat-seeking missile right to the feet of Rien's. And now that's a man to the good. Hold on, maybe we've got something here. And Aspas and Com, they're not falling away from this. They're sticking around. Why not? Oh, the positioning from Com's nasty too. Aspas can do a little bit of damage. They've read it really well. That's fine. They've dismantled that little double stack. Very heads-up work. They've taken a lot of damage for it, or at least Boo has. So you've got to be a bit cautious about that. We are down to just the classics left though for Lev.
Keeping in mind, Team Heretics, they don't really do all that well deeper into the tournaments. They win this series, they're in the top 3.
30 seconds left.
That's mad, isn't it?
We've seen some of the players on Lev, they've made it all the way. They've gone the distance. So it's on them whether or not they want to get another trophy under the belt, or if Team Heretics is going to, you know, finally collect that torch we're talking about, passing it from Fnatic, the veterans of EMEA, over to Heretics.
10 seconds left.
A big win here is going to set that up.
Spike planted.
Okay, Benji gonna find King. So far, I mean, I was looking to see if maybe Tex could cost them a little bit, but again, they could still lose Boo and they'll still be fine. The bonus will be preserved.
Looks like Mini Boo is the first point of contact, trying to get some more kills here to get closer to his showstopper. But at some point, Team Heretics needs to evacuate the site so they don't go down with that spike. They're choosing that spawn route to go to. It's only Tex there with that Sheriff to stop them. But a good off angle. Might find one.
That's really nice. Tex is normally pretty sharp with that, to be fair.
Round of theirs. That big showstopper is over towards that C site.
Okay, he's got out of there. Got a little worried that might have been punished at some point, but no one had pushed up this round, so unfortunate aspect of it. But King. Okay. I mean,
down, C.
I don't know if I'd say that was good enough on a bonus, though.
Probably not. Team Heretics is going to get into a site for free. Those trips from Lev are over towards that B site. Same with that camera. But paint shells, showstopper still in play here. Waiting for the teammates to come. Mazzino stuns on cooldown. As soon as that comes off cooldown, though, they're going to start comboing with the flashes. Right now, the spread coming out from Team Heretics. Some on the site, some off. Taking that space towards Waterfall. Getting in their faces a little bit.
And that was helped out there. Woot gets to be played on off this. Aspas with a quick clear on Benji and Tex on the follow-up. It's Boo and Woot to try and dig their heels in. And Woot's position is nasty to deal with, but his HP is low. Down to only 38, but can he buy the time? Forced off the angle, forced to fight, and forced to be cleared. It's Boo now in a 1v2. The Guardian, the guy was clutch before, but this is a lot to ask. A little bit of a high-low here to handle as well. Not enough in the tank this time around, but for a bonus.
Playing off agents as well. We usually see them on Cypher, on Sova. So a little bit harder to make this little impact here.
Where are
they? On. how he handles the pressure. Door being spammed out by the Odin.
It's attack side Odin. You don't get to see that often. Usually the defenders have that.
There.
The attackers respond in kind, but Lev has all that space towards C and towards B. So it's on text with the kill trips, the camera on that A site, playing for that retake. Team Heretics usually so good at closing out their post plants. Now they have that showstopper. They have the util. They could easily get into the site there and do a full util dump. But already I look at Benji's positioning towards C.
There.
Yeah, I'm looking at Benji, but I'm also looking at kind of common techs. Very mindful in their positioning. Very aware that this could be the approach coming in, sitting quite safe towards CT. Moving away from Tree, as we saw earlier, with that spam coming in, even having Miniboo with that. Obviously, showstopper there is enough that you do want to be a little bit careful about it.
Comes the inch up towards B as well. This Benji versus Aspas fight. Can really set the tone of the round. The fake comes A, and now the pivot comes towards blue door.
Yep, they're really trying to lean through, but my eyes are still on Aspas. Whoa, big shot. Benji makes some space here, and the showstopper, if anything, just to puff out the chest by some time, plants there.
This is a tough retake for Lev. Right now, they can't access the blue door. They can't access B. It's just heaven and waterfall.
That was a good paranoia, but they aren't swinging off this. That did some, you know, I guess, impact to remove players away from at least holding this, but time to go for Lev. Not much to set this in motion either. It's dry fights. Very little util. King just going to take a stride forward, but he's being his match on the other side, and Heretics just holding the line. Com does well to find two, but Rience's position is a problem. They can't clear it in time, and now Mazzino's options are done for. Time to back away. Heretics have got a third.
Team Heretics is so strong. Once they're able to get into the sites, get their post plant off, that's when they love it. They succeed. Lev needs to find a way to get ahead of this and stop those types of situations from happening. We haven't seen an op-up this entire game yet. Mixed by for Lev, just the Vandal on Aspas.
Never just with him though, is it? Leading the scoreboard. Big performance here already on the Raze. Looking good in his hands. And the question with the operator is one that's quite poignant in my mind as well. Is do we see that lent towards an option, certainly, for either side if they do feel it is necessary, but not really seeing it yet here. Spurs going to be clearing the closer investment of utility, so still keeping a lot of pressure over towards A and somewhat funneling Heretics straight over towards C.
Slowly working the map. Team Heretics wants to find out exactly where everyone is. They're collecting this orb. Looks like they're going to dump everything towards the C site. Second smoke just came off cooldown. They have the combos with the seized, paranoia, the smokes. Zeno, very precarious position here.
Protects, his timing is always so good. Just give this guy a sheriff. He's actually outrageously talented with it. And why do I feel like he might get a little bit more here? Not that time, okay. But the lockdown is in play. He'll be forced to respect that. See Com evacuating.
30 seconds
And
left.
actually, does King get out? Yeah, he does. He'll be fine. So they're going to be forced to back away from this. Spike, boo, spike, boo, 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 boo.
He can't get punished in this position.
I just sounded like I was a ghost for a couple of seconds there.
And now he's got Nightfall.
Okay, that's big, but bloody hell, that just got way too close. But all three players, especially from CT, with that Nightfall, could be massive, big information. Does he opt to invest it? And you can still, it's a stinger and a oh! Well, that's a shot and a half. Boo does become a ghost here now, as Rienz and Benji have to try and hold this down. Rifles in hand, yes. And time on their side, but Aspas, beautiful moves, but it doesn't matter. But he's put to bed, but now a 1v2. It's still game on. Rienz the drop down. He's gonna, Rienz, you gotta run, boy, run! Oh, no! Wait, the time.
He has it.
He has it. That is outrageous. You gotta be kicking yourself if you are Heretic.
Are going, but instead it's just these one-by-one fights right now, and Lev is so good at those. You can't give them those opportunities.
Spot on.
Cover going out.
For now, very different look. We do see a shaky purchase from Heretics. We have the Judge coming out, 2 Vandals, and then the Sheriff and a Stinger. Woot has, I mean, we've seen some nasty shots from this position, so King, the timing, real nice. Safety found, and he backs away. Good early work, man advantage, don't need to overextend now.
Good job working with that chaos as well, Lev, from multiple different angles, like whack-a-mole. Nightfall for the defense side.
Oh, but the slip through from Miniboo. Mazino's aware, but the shot is sharp.
They fall for the attack side.
And from either side, headphones basically out at this point. Rien's the one to find Calm, but King still holds. Still controls for now, but he's overwhelmed,
so
he's surrounded. So lucky to be alive. The paint shell's there, but it's Mini Boo to take him away, leaving Tex and Aspas. Now Aspas taking his time over towards top side. The timing right for Tex. Brings it to a 3v2. It's manageable. But now it's all on Aspas. A 1v2. No
30
plan.
seconds left.
No time on their side.
Double
They're looking
peek.
for the fight. They get it. Nicely done in the end.
Very happy about that round.
I mean, this game feels close, right? You've had some really close cut situations. We've got a 4-play stack over towards A. These Sheriffs, the Vandal with Aspas is so dangerous. They're already held up here. No damage achieved until then. Reveal on position. They want to brawl here, and they're going to get it. Aspas leads away. Taken down at least. Whoop for the trade out. Aspas sends the showstopper, but it's King to find the kill. It's a 3v3. King's got the rifle. The other two don't, but Tex is taking a lot of space, and you should hear this.
This is crazy that Team Heretics isn't pushing through anywhere. They knew that so many players were towards that A side.
They
Instead,
look scared.
they pop that Viper's Pit. It's going to lock down this area. The alarm bot is going to trigger if anyone comes from that blue room. Now all the focus is towards Heaven, towards Waterfall, but they also have to think about that three-prong attack from mid. If one goes down, Tex has his hat to get the info on the others. Benji,
So scary.
it's all on you, buddy, right now.
Yeah, Benji sitting up towards the top side there, spammed and actually connected on. Keeps his cool though. Doesn't show his hand. The other two sitting by blue room, but Mazino gets curious. We know what happened to the cat.
2 mollies now for the spike.
And it's just going their way. They found some sort of safety, some sort of security after what was a highly volatile round. Looking back at the start here, Tech's just going to look to give it up to the spike if he's, you know, that's the way it crumbles. But let's kind of roll it back to the start, Josh, because that was very messy.
For more, but Team Heretics is coming out on top in these mid-round situations. Another slow opening.
Yeah, looking to see how they deal with mound control here, because this time around it's Aspas over this side. May have noted that Tex was very quick towards that door potentially, or maybe just going for a little bit of a check on this. But the one-way still in play. Boo going to send Aspas back. So clearing through the opening space. Also towards A, we are seeing an individual effort, and they just don't expect that to be real. Oh, the timing! Com gets away with murder. There, it felt like the timing was right, and look at this anti-air setup.
Team Heretics, after they lose that A space, might want to go C here. But they can make a little bit of pressure towards B, open that revolving door, make some sort of pressure. Right now it's going to be so hard to get through. Mazino has that stun. He's at Waterfall. The crossfire setup, if the stun comes out, it could be perfect and break this attack.
Lev is in the perfect place for this. 3 of them here. Tech's going to be revealed, though, and Miniboo takes his head. Aspas on the trade, tries to fall away. Denies the Prowler, and Mazino trying to buy him a couple of very precious seconds. Takes a look down towards water. Maybe considering clearing, and he does. Confidence being displayed. Lev fully in control here.
And again, like the previous round, they need to get some sort of space going on. So they tap the spike. They're moving actually towards A. They're going to break the door down. They'll have an open sight. They don't know about it. They should move together. But right now, Benji peels off. It's all on Boo to get onto the site.
Okay, lucky enough, you get that. Now, Benji's timing could be perfect, or it could all be for nothing. You can see that Lev know there's a chance. That's all that Aspas needs. As Boo, a 1v4. Hey, Icebox, he was good. 1v4 good? I don't know. They're already starting to clear through by door. Hello. Yeah, you can see where the trouble happens. There's not a chance in hell. Lev really solid there, but it felt like Heretics didn't want to adjust around, see if...
Team Heretics, they're still in the lead.
I'm looking to see if they can string rounds together, though. Aggression over towards Mound looks like their first put of call. More often than not, they'd like to get cut off by the door, but this time around, you got Tex maybe watching that. So I quite like this adjustment.
Benji?
Hold on, this is a problem. Benji, oh, the reward is unbelievable. I thought Tex was holding that.
This should be an instant speed up. Heretics never does this, though. They always pause and hesitate, and sometimes they miss their timings as a result of that. So it's on them to make a perfect decision here, move together in this mid-round, because Lev has done such a good job in some of these situations with gambling correctly, being in the right spot, and Tex on this regress.
I mean, talk about feast or famine. Let's see. Too many targets. A nice try, but it wasn't going to work out. They're going to at least have a good idea where Mazzino is, but it's calm. Individual efforts aren't going to win you this round. No one able to bail them out. And Heretics looking to keep this ball moving, at least in their direction. This does feel bizarre, though, because that didn't...
Again, Lev is starting with a 4A setup here.
Going for
Last
a
time we
fight.
saw this was on their low buy.
Yeah, and he got pretty close, I want to say. You got the Seize nade combo.
Sees, paint shells, stun as well. Team Heretics has all the info they need to go B.
Yeah, and they've done this quicker. We were talking about the timing before, how they don't do this too quickly. And I like Miniboo's second to pause, to wait, because then he gets a fight like that. But where's the trade? Where's the support? There's none. Com gets his way back in. Woot's in danger. That's a huge ult, but Woot still somehow hits that shot. Benji couldn't crawl away in time as King claws him back. Now Rienz and Boo up against Tex and King. They've got to know where they evacuated to. This isn't ideal for the plant. They've got to try and deal with them here. Boo making a run. They can get on this.
Orb is on the spike. He can connect the smokes together and get in there, but the defuse is coming.
There's no time. Surely there's no time here. Yeah, Tex knows it. Wait.
He caught it. He got the defuse.
That was so close. 4-6, back and forth we go. Boo with his ult, Benji, TP with Woot on the other side, one off for Aspas, so that could be huge for him. As it stands, Heretics.
Bring them down.
Clearing through Mound, close clear on the Prowler,
You should run.
keeping it simple.
The problem with what's happening right now is this lockdown is pulling everyone from Lev over to C. It's going to be so difficult for Heretics to break through. Nobody's defending A right now. It's a 5-on-5 it's going to be soon.
Yeah, re-clear with the Prowler through middle. You can see the Lever starting to question mark this. And the pause from Heretics is, if anything, adding to the paranoia. But once that smoke fades, Aspas Tex could have a look.
Speaking of paranoia, I'm looking at Nightfall. I'm looking at Woot has his ultimate on Omen. A really good combination could be found here. Nightfall on the site, deafening the players. And the flank coming in the back. Right now, Benji set up on that B lurk. But still, Team Heretics running out of time. 40 seconds left. Haven't made a decision where to go. Finally, Calm. He's going to be the only defender towards A right now. Here comes the ult.
TP to tree. And he sticks it. It's Calm in the middle, though. This could be huge. If they don't clear this, he's on.
Face your fear.
Maybe a little bit of trigger discipline could have done him well there. But for now, the carpet's rolled out and the round is more than likely Heretics is here. Tex is still on the Guardian. Aspas unable to get towards that ult. That could have been very valuable. But for now, they found stability in a very late rotate there. Maybe taking back some of the tempo of this game. Taking away that chaotic element.
2 versus 5. It's going to be a save. The chaotic element out of the equation right there. Heretics pumped the brakes. They were getting low on time. It was getting a little bit scary for them, but that was actually a really good audible from them. Being able to use that Omen teleport into that tree room. You know that usually if there's a defender, they're up all the way, looking at that doorway, trying to get that spot and then back out. Someone's going to be playing in tree room and that stage in the round, that's going to be crazy. And then Benji finding that pick on Mazzino at that rotate at B as well. Just inserting the players into the proper positions. Team Heretics is doing a really good job in some of these mid-rounds, which looks like they might start fast here.
And it might be the death of them. There's the Seize nade combo. Mini Boo takes a lot of damage for that. And it's not like Lev are going to take their foot off the gas. They can double down. And Woot's only good for one there. Trade comes out, and here comes the rocket right into Mini Boo's chest. Even down to 4v3, and the chaos looks so controlled in the hands of Lev. Until then, where the hell did Benji and Rienz just get those kills from?
Overextended from Lev. Tex 1 versus 2. He has his camera to work with, but he's against Rienz and Benji, the closers of this team. Sure, Benji's not on his mainstay of Cypher, but with that turret up, the alarm bot, the mollies, now his position's going to get revealed.
Yeah. Okay.
He could double back if he needs to, but that camera's not going to spot anybody. He has to get past this Viper wall as well.
It's quite telling. At least they see no one, no challenge, but you know, they could be playing timings, they could be by tree. But to find both is difficult. And he's looking to try and clear towards tree first. Spams out again. Update on the progress. Another ping on the GPS, basically, telling you where he is. And Tex is running out of time. And they just put him out of his misery more than anything. 8 rounds, a respectable half score.